Hey guys, I am going to be talking about my favorites for the month of October. No point for a long intro because I basically explained everything in the last video. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I'll link it up above. Minnie, hi, how are you? Hello. Oh, hi. You wanna come up here? Yeah. So yeah, I changed up my setup a little bit. So now Minnie is very excited. Nico and Minnie get really like into it when I change my room around. They're like, what's going on? They're like so suspicious, trying to figure out like what she's doing. I think their favorite setup though is when I have the couch over on this wall, so that way they can look out into the hallway and like spy on us. Anyway, I'm excited to share with you my favorites for the month of October because I haven't done a favorites video in a really long time, guys. It's been a while, so I am not kidding you when I say I have so much skincare, mainly. Lots of makeup to show you too. I just finished filming a video before this, which is why I have like the same makeup on. I just changed my lip and put my favorite shirt on from October. We just got back from a vacation to the mountains, Shenandoah Mountains. It's my favorite place to go. We went hiking and we saw a bear. Again, I feel like every single time we go to Shenandoah, we always see a bear, and he was so cute. It was a little bit scary this time because when he noticed us, you're supposed to acknowledge that you're there too. So you're like, hey bear, hey, like you say hi, like really friendly, not like aggressive or anything, just let him know that you're there. So we did that, and he looked straight at us and was staring at us for like 2 straight minutes. And we got really good pictures when he did that, but we were kind of close. So I was a little bit afraid that he was gonna start walking over to us. The bears that we have encountered in Shenandoah have all been really, just like into their own thing, just minding their own business. They don't really care for tourists being there or not being there in their natural habitat. Well, that's at least what I've experienced so far. So I was just like, thinking in my mind, oh, we'll be fine. He started looking underneath the rocks for things to eat. It was really cute. And then he was like, okay, these guys aren't leaving, so I'm gonna leave. And he walked away up the other side of the mountain, and I felt really bad. I was like, man, we shouldn't have been taking so many pictures. We like totally ruined his feeding time. But anyway, yeah, I really like this shirt. I got it at the gift shop that was at Loft Mountain, which is where we stayed this time. I have like the shirts that I have are all so comfortable because they're literally Matt's clothes, and I realized that I've just been wearing like size large shirts around the house for years, and I never actually went out and bought my own. I just wear Matt's. So I'm like, I'm gonna buy a size large, something that I can feel really comfortable in, just lounging around. And so yeah, I love it. I also bought another one that was like maroon colored, and it's more of a crew neck sweatshirt that I like too in a size large, but that one really looks big on me. I mean, this one looks big, but that one looks like I'm swimming in it. And then I also got this mug, and I forgot to mention, Matt's dad actually bought all this for me. I was standing in line at the gift shop. He was like, is that all that you're getting? And I'm like, yep, that's it. I just want 3 things, you know, I'm not trying to like overdo it or anything. And he's like, well, you can get whatever you want, I'll pay for it. And I was like, no, let me pay for it. He's just so sweet. Matt's dad is honestly like the sweetest. So he wouldn't let me pay for it, and he ended up buying everything for me, which is really nice. But anyway, I also got this mug that says Shenandoah National Park with 2 little bears, a mama bear and a baby bear, and I already drank out of it, and it is dirty, and I actually got it out of the dishwasher to show you guys what it looked like. So we're gonna put that back and clean it. Wow, I'm sorry, that was like a lot of talking. It's because I haven't talked to you guys in a while, and I'm just like, I feel like a new person, not a different person, I'm still myself. I just feel like so much better these days. All right, so let's get into, I'm gonna start with skincare. I don't know if you guys are cool with that, but we're just gonna go ahead and get into it because lately I haven't been wearing as much makeup as I used to. And so what I've been relying on mostly is my skincare and making sure that my skin looks its best. I have just been doing like mascara, maybe a tiny little wing eyeliner, and my brows, and then just like been done with it and let my skin glow. So in order to get that beautiful, glowy, healthy looking skin, these are the products that I have been using. And I noticed that my skin just recently turned back to dry, like fully dry. And it's so funny because, I mean, I know that skin changes as years go on, and I'm gonna be 30 next year, but I didn't think it would change that drastically. So I've always had dry skin, and then this year it was really oily in the like hotter months, and now I'm noticing it's literally severely dry, like severely dry. Oh, it's right here. I like to use this. It's the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Watermelon Jelly Cleanser. It is so gentle. It smells like watermelon. It doesn't have any ingredients in here that break me out. It is cruelty-free and vegan. You guys know, you're all familiar with e.l.f. But I found myself using this every morning and every night to cleanse my skin. Not to take off makeup, but this would be like a step that I would do after I took off the makeup. And I just love how it's non-irritating. I do have very sensitive skin. It literally feels like jelly on your face, and it's very hydrating. And what I like to use with this, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get it. Oh my gosh, it's wet. Minnie, you don't even fit over there. Okay. This is what it looks like right here. And it's like a little silicone pad. I'm like, I don't know what exactly to call this. I got it on Amazon and it was cheap, under $5. I think it was around like $3 something, but it has these tiny little like bristles, I'm gonna call it, that are sticking out of the whole thing, and they're very gentle because it's silicone. And I find that this is so much better for my skin since it is so sensitive versus the Clarisonic or any type of vibrating, rotating brush. Like, this is so much better for me, and it gets all of the excess makeup and oil and anything that's clogging my pores out of my skin, and I love it. So I use this with this, and it's like a magical duo, and I would highly recommend it to you guys, either of these, to try them out. I'm gonna have to repurchase this though. This is like seriously running out. So I changed cameras for these two videos just to, like, I don't know, see what my old camera is like again. Let me know if you guys like this better. I think it's not as good quality, but I really like the way it looks in the camera. Maybe more so than my other one, so I don't know, I'm just kind of playing around. But anyway, I only have a 8GB SD card for this, so I have to try and talk a little bit faster because I am probably almost out of room by now, and I only talked about like one thing. I do also really like this Paula's Choice Exfoliate. It's a 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. It has salicylic acid in it. It unclogs pores, smooths an even skin tone. It's lightweight and it absorbs quickly. So I use this after my toner, and I actually just put it onto my hand, just a few drops of it, and then I'll just really like press it into the skin. All throughout the last few months, this has been so helpful in, I find, keeping my oiliness at bay throughout the day, but also preventing breakouts from happening, or if I happen to have any, like during that time of the month, it would like zap them away so fast. I think this would still also be really good for winter because it is a very gentle exfoliant, so it'll help to get rid of all the dead skin that's on your face from dryness, and it'll keep your skin looking nice and smooth. So I love this, and I'm about like halfway done it actually. I also really like the Ordinary Lactic Acid 10% plus hyaluronic acid. It is very like hydrating. I almost said moisturizing. So it feels good if you do have combo to dry skin. I noticed that it doesn't irritate my skin even though it is 10%. What I love about the Ordinary is that it is so cheap and you get only what you're looking for, just like 1 or 2 ingredients, you know? I hate it when you're trying to buy like a certain ingredient in a product, but there's just like a million other things in there too that could possibly cause breakouts. And I'm like, I just want lactic acid, and the hyaluronic acid is always nice to have. So it's nice that this is just simple and clean, and it doesn't irritate my skin at all, and I just noticed that it helps to keep it looking nice and smooth. I'm actually looking to try more products from The Ordinary, so let me know if you guys have any suggestions. Oh, also I forgot to talk about the jelly cleanser from Drunk Elephant. This is just a little sample that I got, but I'm definitely gonna buy the real thing. I was afraid it was gonna break me out, but it never did, and I use this to get off my makeup. And I actually like to use it with this too, because this doesn't really get off makeup as well. This one completely melts it away. And if you use this with it, it's actually kind of fun because as you're like scrubbing it around, it starts to like sud up and everything. It just feels like you're really, really cleaning your skin, and I love it. And then afterwards I don't feel like I've stripped my skin of all of its moisture. So this is another good one. It says pH balanced cleanse, unscented. I also like the Paula's Choice Peptide Booster. I'm almost out of this, and it's so funny because I remember using something so similar to this back in the day. I don't remember what it was called, but I had gone through many of them, and I even talked about it on my channel a bunch of times too. I think this might be the same formula, but I'm not sure. It's the Peptide Booster with Amino Acid Complex. I had no idea how much my skin actually needed amino acids, but ever since I started using this, like literally my skin has been looking so much more radiant and just glowy and healthy and hydrated. It's a step that I never used to do before. I never did serums. I would just cleanse, maybe tone, and then do a moisturizer. But now I'm like, all right, let's get off the makeup, then let's cleanse, then let's tone, then let's do one of these guys, then let's do the serum, and then the moisturizer. Oh, by the way, so if I'm not using this, I will use this. Okay, this is really weird. Let me tell you, this is what I do. All right, so one day I will do this serum and then my moisturizer. The next day I'll do the lactic acid. I won't use this, and then the moisturizer. And then the next day, the third day, I'll do retinol. So nothing on the first day. Well, I guess, so amino acids first day, lactic acid second day, retinol third day, and then I'll restart it all over again. And I found that that has worked the best because for me, I don't like to use retinol or lactic acid too much. I feel like it's just gonna really irritate my skin and just make it even worse. So I only do it, I guess, like 2-ish times a week, and I'll just continue that same schedule, and it has been working so incredibly well for me. So this is the Kate Somerville Retinol plus Vitamin C Moisturizer. So it helps to firm, brighten, and hydrate the skin. I definitely noticed that. What I love most about this is how it's like a pump. So you just push it down once and you have the exact amount that you need for your face. Although I do find that it's a little much, so I gotta bring it down my neck too, which is fine, you know, like otherwise I probably wouldn't have moisturized my neck. Sometimes I forget. But with this one, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get it down there too. I do love this. It's one of the most heavy duty moisturizers I have ever used, which is why I like to use it at night. Oh, I forgot to say that schedule that I do is only at night. In the morning, I will just do this as my serum, and then I'll go in with one of these two things, which is the Glamglow Moisture Trip Mega Rich Moisturizer. Still using and loving this. I think it's great because it's incredibly hydrating, but it also has a green tint to it. So if you have problems with redness, then you're gonna love this because it kind of helps eliminate that. But I feel like my makeup goes on so damn good when I use this. Also, this has been another favorite before makeup. It's the Ole Henriksen C-Rush Brightening Gel Cream. So it's made with vitamin C. I do have a lot of acne scarring that I've been trying to get rid of. I just really want to lighten my skin and have it all be one tone. I know it's probably never gonna ever be that way, but I like to pretend like maybe. I don't know if it's actually working or anything, but I like to think it does. It's a really hydrating formula as well. This one's orange. It smells so good. Oh, I love it. And it's kind of like a similar feeling. These two are very similar to me, so. Okay, I'm back. My camera had no more room on the SD card, so we're continuing now. I didn't even finish skincare yet. I need to, you know what, this is going to help me practice to not talk so much, you know, like to actually get my thoughts together instead of like lingering on with things. That's what I do. I just like word vomit my way through life. This is the Glamglow Brighteyes Illuminating Anti-Fatigue Eye Cream. I have been using this the most, and the reason why is because sometimes when I use an eye cream that's a little bit too hydrating, it'll end up making my pores look larger and just more like clogged, because when I put it on, you know, I'm getting it under the eyes, but it kind of like, I guess, works its way down here too as I'm applying it, you know? So I like it to be hydrating, but not like overly hydrating, if that makes sense. And I also really love the fact that it's pink. It has like this brightening property to it that helps to make my under eyes not look so dark and red, and it just makes me look more awake. So like if I'm doing a no makeup day, this is like 100% what I'm gonna use. right before my moisturizer just to make sure that I look nice and awake and hydrated. It's also really good before you apply concealer too, so that way it doesn't look dry or cakey under there. But yeah, I love it. Okay, so that's it for skincare. Let's move on now to some makeup things. I've got these from Urban Decay, the brow blades. I used to think I hated them because what I would do is I would use them on my brows before I had put any pencil or powder in them. So what would happen is it would just look really weird and like clearly that I just drew stripes on my eyebrows, like lines everywhere. It would look like I literally just drew lines all up in my eyebrows. Like, it's not natural at all. But I realized the best way to use these is after you've already shaped the brow with the pencil, set it with brow powder, put your brow gel on. Like, this is literally the last step of the routine. I will go in with brown sugar, which is the lighter one, and I don't like the pencil. I mean, the pencil's good, but like, I prefer this little ink thing, and I'll go in on the inner corners with that, just very lightly. And then for the outer corners, I'll go in with dark drapes. I wish it was like labeled. Is it labeled? It is labeled, I just didn't know. And then I'll do the outer corners with this guy just to mimic hair-like strokes, and it legitimately looks like hair-like strokes. You know, after you've already like set the brow in place. It's crazy. So now I love them, even though I used to hate them. I was gonna actually do a products I feel are disappointing video, like disappointing products video, and these were gonna be in it. But changed my opinion completely, and now I really, really love them. So there's those. Also, I've been loving the IT Cosmetics new mascara, the Blowout Lash. I'm almost done with it. I used it so much to the point where it was like an everyday thing. I just didn't feel right without my lashes done. I'm almost out of it. I have to get a new one. I didn't think I would love it as much as I do, but damn, it's my best mascara that I have. I used to think that the Hourglass one, Caution Extreme Lash Mascara, was my favorite, but this one even outdoes that. Like, I didn't know it was possible to have such a damn good mascara. The formula is like on the drier side, which is my favorite kind. I love how the bristles like really separate the lashes out individually so they don't clump together. And the formula is really black. I'm not sure, did I say that? I don't know. The formula is really, really dark and black and lightweight. It doesn't like clump together. It lasts all day. It doesn't smear on my eyelid. And like I said, I don't have to wear falsies because it looks like my lashes are so spidery long. It gives them so much length. But I do recommend to use, because I don't use it alone, to use a primer underneath it. And my favorite one is the Definicils from Lancome. Cils Booster. I always get it mixed up. It's the Cils Booster from Lancome. Use that first. Let it dry. Like, literally wait 4 minutes for it to dry. I realize I say literally so much. And then after that, put 1 to 2 coats of this on and your lashes will look so bomb. For foundation, the one I've been wearing the most is the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Oil Free Matte. Just because my skin was really oily in the last few months, and like literally just now, within the last week or so, it's been getting so insanely dry. Oh, maybe it's because I went to the mountain and that'll dry out your skin. That could be it. It's in neutral medium, and I love it because it has so much SPF in it. It has SPF 40. Like, are you freaking kidding me? So I don't have to go in with an extra SPF as part of my skincare. It just has it in here. I noticed that my foundation just looks so good when I wear this. I actually slept with it on because I had to wake up really early the next day. I tried not to toss and turn and stuff to mess up my makeup, but I wore it all throughout the next day too, and it looks so flawless. Don't do that though, don't do it. But I'm telling you that it's possible to do that with this guy right here. It's just good, you know, like it really sticks to your skin and it stays there forever. Covers everything too, it's like completely full coverage. I also have been liking the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer if I'm doing like a more no makeup-y kind of look, but I still want a little bit of coverage and I don't want to go out with my face completely bare. Then I'll use this in 3-in-1 Sand. and I think that this is nice. It just gives your skin a beautiful glow. It's not too much coverage, but it just kind of evens things out a little bit. Also, I've tried using this underneath of a like medium buildable coverage type of foundation, and I notice it just gives that foundation more of like a natural dewy finish kind of look. It's really cool actually. So it's good on its own, but also when you layer it with other stuff. Iconic London Seamless Concealer in Fawn. I really like it because it has a like peachy like pinkness to it, which helps to correct dark under eye circles, which seem to be getting worse for me since I've been getting older. This is incredibly hydrating. If I was to compare it to a concealer I already have and love, I would say it is so similar to the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage, which I have over here. Also, the Liquid Camouflage from Catrice, kind of like a more affordable option, but all of these are Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about, from Laura Mercier. All of these are kind of similar to each other. It gives that nice like hydrated feel under your eyes. So if you have dry under eyes or you notice a lot of patchiness throughout the day or just like cakiness, definitely try one of these because it will make your under eyes look so like plump and hydrated and covered. It's amazing. For highlight, I've been doing this really weird thing where I mix the e.l.f. booster drops. I don't even know if they still sell these, and the MAC strobe cream. It's like a little sample I got in one of my subscription boxes. And I'll just like do a little squirt of this, mix it on the back of my hand with a few drops of this, and then I will press it onto my skin. And I noticed like with this oil mixed with the strobe cream, it just, I mean, it takes a little bit to dry, but it makes it look like your skin is so healthy and dewy. And I do it as the last step of my entire routine. So I've already powdered, I've already set, I've already sprayed. I will do this last, and it looks so like healthy and radiant, especially in person too. And so I'll do it on the high points of my face, nose, a little on my forehead, cupid's bow, chin, and it is awesome. And you can actually layer a highlighter, like a powder highlighter, over top if you want it to be more intense, but I actually like it the way it looks like this. It's very chill. I've also recently gotten back into my e.l.f. obsession with their contour creams, and I love this contouring blush and bronzing cream. I think this one's in Fiji. My little sticker came off, but this is so good to contour with. I like this blush too. They're both matte. And then I also love the bronzed peach for this bronzer here. So what I'll do is go in with the contour shade first and then go over it with this guy. And I find I don't have to use any bronzers after that. Like, it's good. It gives me a nice glowy contoured look on my face, and I feel like it looks more like my skin than the powder does. So I've been really into these lately. This one has some shimmer in it, I believe. Yeah. I think that's everything, guys. Besides, I will let you know my lip color today in case you were wondering. It's the e.l.f. Nabella collaboration, the lip liner, and then the liquid lipstick. I almost forgot like the most important thing that I've been using so much is the Catrice Amande collaboration. This eyeshadow palette right here. If I was to ever create an eyeshadow palette, these shades would definitely be in my palette, like similar shades. This girl, I didn't realize she was so similar to me, like with what she would choose in her palette, but like damn, this would be my palette, honestly. It's like perfection. Take a look at it, okay? It has a black, a dark brown, it has like a pewter shade here, a bronzy shade, a lighter pink, a red, and then it has a tan and a lighter cream color. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is like a mock-up of what my palette would be if I ever came out with one. I'm not even kidding. Actually, there's a few that I would add in here if I could make it bigger, like silvers and stuff, because I love silvers, but I love silvers and golds, like a mixture of both of those. I love warm and cool shades together, so this is definitely like a very warm palette. I would add more, like if I can make it bigger, I would add more cooler tone shades and like silvers and stuff too. But like for the warmth and the bronziness in here, it's just on point. And there's a gold, like what? And the formula is amazing. It's a dupe for the Soft Glam Anastasia palette. I'm not kidding you. Go try this out if you have the Soft Glam. You're gonna be like, what did I buy the Soft Glam for? Because it's the same thing. Okay guys, so that is it for my haul. That is it for, did I just say? Oh man, okay. So that is it for my favorites, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you would like to see next. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye.